"Here comes the junior champion for Surrey," he said. Miss Sarah Cock on Topsy." A girl with buck teeth rode in. Despite her frenziedly flailing legs, the pony ground to a halt 3 times in front of the first fence. Jolly bad luck, Topsy.
She and Lady Dorothy must go to the same tailor, thought Jake, but aquamarines and diamonds flashed on the grimy hands as she talked, and the pearls round her neck were each as big as a mistletoe berry. "I suppose you want a drink. Young people drink at the most extraordinary hours these days. There are some tins of iced beer in the fridge, Mr. Lovell, unless you'd like something stronger. Then go and get them, Tory."
"Come on, now tell me all about it." And then it all came pouring out. The humiliations, the taunts, Rupert's always insisting on sex whenever he came home, despite the endless fidelities, then the clap, and finally Samantha Freebody. "That's not all, is it?" said Jake. "What happened in Kenya?" "How do you know anything happened?" whispered Helen. Second sight. "Come on, we can't afford to have any secrets." He made her take another slug of gin. "I can't talk about it," she whispered. "Go on, it'll help, I promise." So she told him, often crying so hard he couldn't hear the words, about the foursome with Billy and Janey. "Afterwards, Rupert made me feel as though I'd let him down, paid him the ultimate insult by not joining in. I couldn't. I'm simply not made that way."
Then what about makeup? She knew she shouldn't wear too much for church, but too much for God would be too little for Rupert. Really, it was very hard dressing for both, like having God and the devil to dinner. Perfume was wrong for church, too Delilah-ish. So she settled for pouring half a bottle of cologne over herself instead. Much against her principles, she'd taken one of the tranquilizers she'd been given when she split up with Harold Mountjoy. It was having no effect at all. When she found herself rubbing deodorant into her cheeks and moisturizer under her arms, she realized she really was over the top.
She heaved a long sigh. "I am so sorry to bore you." Jake held her tightly. "Poor baby, poor little baby. You did end up in the wrong yard, didn't you?" Her yellow dress had no zip, so Jake was able to slide it off over her head before laying her back on the counterpane. "Still in pain?" "A little. I'll bring you something for that next time. This gin'll start working soon." Beneath the coffee-coloured silk petticoat he could feel her stomach muscles tightly knotted. But as he stroked them with those magic hands that could calm the most frightened horse, she began to relax. "I'm so thin." "No, you're perfect."
"No," said Helen, trying to prise off the hand barnacled over her left breast. "You're repeating yourself, Angel. You must realise I'm unfixed, like your landlady's tom-cat." Through her dress he expertly undid her bra with his left hand. The thumb of his right hand began to strafe her nipple. "No, I'm not like that." "Like what?" whispered Rupert. "Do you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars, unopened like those first editions?" Helen burst into tears.